On Pollute Your Soul, we have a new guest. It's young Euphoria, been a friend of the show for a long time. He makes some amazing fucking music. We talk about underground music. We talk about life on reservations as he is a Native American. We also talk about the importance of not letting various issues in the world define you and how you act, and just having your own peace and tranquility in a world of chaos. You're going to love this episode, but before you get into it, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well, actually, comment after. Comment after the video. Comment your thoughts. Or if you've already loved this fucking video so much already that you want to comment something, then fucking do it. Let's get into it. Welcome to Pollute Your Soul. We're here with young Euphoria. Thank you for joining the show, man. What's been going on? Thank you.
What's up, man? How's it going? What
It's
up,
great.
Pollute Your Soul?
Yeah,
What's up,
man.
MikeSerpentine?
Your music, man. I love listening to it, and probably the only musician I know out of. There's a couple famous people from Montana I know of. There's actually there's really only one, and that's fucking. You know who Christopher Paolini is?
I do not. Is he an actor?
He's a writer, and he did the book Aragon. You ever heard of the book?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
No, I never knew that. That's cool.
that was like top childhood book. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
dude.
I got in trouble in class for reading that, and because he was, but he also fucking not told me. He wished he had told me anything. I wish I got the fucking.
Yeah.
But he said that a lot of like the landscape of the fictional land was inspired by the beautiful landscape of Montana. So do you live in like a beautiful area of Montana? Like what was that? What was that like? Did you grow up there? Like what's living in Montana like?
So where I live right now, it's in central Montana, and it's where you get a little bit more mountainous. I live in Billings, and it's kind of like surrounded by a big rock formation. They call it the Rims. But where I grew up was the flatland prairie, northeast Montana, and that definitely does influence a lot of my music, especially the flatlands and the prairie, and just being from the what would I call it? Desolate rural area.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard and I've seen statistics on suicide rates on reservations or just Montana in general being the worst. I'm not saying it plays a lot into that, but when it comes to true feelings, everybody does go through something, and winter gets pretty long in Montana for sure. I think that plays a big role into it.
What is that? Like, what's the meaning? But well, why does that happen?
You know, with the long winters we have, I feel like people get a little bit bored or depressed because there's not really a lot to do being from rural Montana.
Yeah.
Um, I lived about 45 miles away from this place called Glasgow, Montana, which is also, I think, is the most remote area in the U.S. Like out of any place. Like it's really far from like Metropolis, more than I think 10,000 or something like that. It's
Damn.
pretty small. Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, cause like there's like that. I think there's a similar statistic in Greenland. I believe so. Um, yeah, cause like there's just like obviously Greenland is like it's where I don't think it's where the North Pole is, but it's like it's closest to the North Pole. Like I could see
Yeah.
like sometimes like there's definitely like some benefits to living far away from stuff, but I could understand why it does get kind of like that's what the whole movie of Napoleon Dynamite's really about is like that small
Yeah.
town lifestyle, getting
In
bored, and
Idaho.
then
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
bruh.
And that's our neighboring state, so
Yeah, what's his name is from there. Shit, Schlick. Do you know Schlick?
I've heard the name. I actually seen some cover art that was made in my Explore.
Yeah.
It was made for him. It said Schlick on it and it had a picture of him. I just
Yeah, he's
seen that a
from
little bit
Idaho.
ago, but damn, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I think he's from Cali, but he lives in Idaho. But and another thing too, man, like Delaware, I could drive from the top of Delaware to the bottom of Delaware in like a little over an hour. That's how small the fucking state is. But for you, your state is probably, I would guess, like 8 hours of driving to get from one side to the other.
For
Similar thing for
sure.
California. A lot of the West Coast states, like when I tell them, like, yeah, I can drive to New Jersey, I can drive to Pennsylvania, I can drive to Maryland, all in like 35 minutes. They don't
Yeah.
understand that because the Western states are so big and less populated, um, which has always been fascinating to me. It's like, what if one day like things change and be like coastal cities would be flooded because of global warming? Would Montana be, like the epitome of modern civilization? Who knows, right?
I could really see that for sure. Even like parts of Wyoming too. And dude, I like you said about driving 30 minutes just from the top of your state to the bottom of your state. I couldn't even imagine that, like where I'm from for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, you do make a good point about that for sure. There's a lot of open space. Where I'm living at right now, it's kind of booming. Like the city itself is booming. A lot of people are moving in. I don't know what it is. Rent prices are still kind of fucked, but we see a lot of people here. I could see that happening.
Well, I mean, like, it's not exactly that appealing to live in the biggest cities in America right now. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Portland has X, Y, and Z problems. San Francisco has X, Y, and Z probably, and fucking, I mean, LA, everybody already knows LA is not a desirable place to live in. New York City, Philly's a great place to live. There's still shitty parts of it. And then fucking, but yeah, I bet it's a lot of like, just the way things kind of go. Like there's always a smaller place that does have like a influx and growth. Like for instance, if you were to look at Austin, Texas, like
Oh
seven
yeah.
years ago, not a lot of people living there, right? I mean, a lot of people, but now it's like tech's there, entertainment's there, a lot of shit's going
Yep.
on there for all various reasons.
I know Danny Brown moved out there. His podcast is based out there now. I seen Joe Rogan. He's been out there for a year now. And like you
Elon
said,
Musk,
tech is moving. Yep, Elon Musk. You
Matt,
see a lot of that.
Shane Gillis, you know who he is?
Yep. Yep.
He's so. What like comedians do you like?
So I'm not really into comedians that much, but I do watch some Joe Rogan a little bit. And he has a lot of guests on there. You
What
know how,
podcast in general? Besides the Danny Brown one, I love Danny Brown by the way. Yeah.
Joe Rogan Experience, Danny Brown. I don't really watch specific podcasts, but I do get on the rap side of YouTube a little bit. Like I was just watching videos on the Drake beef. Um, there's this one page called Turning the Tables. It's his dad and his son reacting to music, and like I just
I
seen
love
the
those two.
evolution through the years. Yeah, dude, that's a pretty good channel to watch.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that.
Um, I was gonna ask your opinion. Do you want to talk about the Drake beef? Like, do you have a quick opinion on that or no? Do you don't care about it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm down.
So what? Yeah. Like, who do you think's winning,
I think Kendrick's got it up on him right now.
and
I
why is
don't think
that?
Drake's gonna respond after the what is it? What's that song called? Not Like Us, or the most recent one he did, where it's like a little bit more catchy.
Yeah,
Oh
because
we
the
ho,
one.
oh we ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Yeah, because Drake did responded to it, but it like is not. It didn't get like the reception that Not Like Us got. You know what I
Was
mean?
that the one that dropped at the same time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think that's probably why I missed that one. It got drowned out by the Kendrick track.
But yeah, because like, well, because Kendrick was like people were making fun of Kendrick shit for like being too like preachy and like long,
Yeah,
and then he switches the tables, and then he makes
and he makes a catchy tune.
with mustard. I mean, it's like
Mhm.
if you're gonna get somebody to make like a popular song, you're gonna get mustard on the beat, and
Dude, and he
that's what
let
he
it
got.
ride out at the end too, and that was yeah, it was such a I'd say a banger of a diss track. Like he does what Drake does best, but he, like you said, completely flipped it on him.
Yeah, it's a whole. He definitely did, make the good chess move there. I'm kind of at like a. I think Kendrick's getting the better reception, but I think they're kind of like a little bit close to equal. But like it's not like a rout, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that like both have valid points, but I do think that like Kendrick is like historically will go down as the better. I mean, he is already seen as the better rapper, but like
Yeah.
there's that. It's like Are you a fan of films at all? Are you like a movie buff at all, or?
I don't watch any films really,
But
to be honest.
there's a filmmaker called Stanley Kubrick. He
Yeah.
directed The Shining and Full Metal Jacket, and this is something Martin Scorsese says. He says one of Stanley's movies is worth 10 of another filmmaker's movies.
Yeah.
I think you could say
Same
that
what he said
about
about Kendrick.
yeah, exactly. That's
Hmm.
and I love Drake's music. Like it's followed me since like a young person, but there is definitely better. Like Kendrick's shit is just like when you listen to the end of To Pimp a Butterfly. I hate I know it's like the generic like that's his great album. I mean I like Damn a little bit better.
Yeah,
Um,
same here.
yeah, because I mean me and you were like around the same age. Like when Damn came out, me and you were like a little bit more like matured a bit,
Yeah,
probably. Like I was
we
like
were a
late
little
middle
bit
school,
into
you
our
were probably like
adolescence.
mid high school. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but when
Mm.
To Pimp a Butterfly came out, like I wasn't like in touch with it.
Yeah,
How old were
and
you
I
when
feel.
Damn came out?
I believe I was like 16.
Yeah, exactly. You probably got it, when you listen to it.
Yeah, and with that point, I feel like the same could be said for Mr. Morale. Like I liked it, but maybe when I revisit it, it'll hit a little bit harder. You know what I mean? I say as I get older, or it didn't hit people the same as it hit some other people,
Yeah,
and
same
that's
with
just how
Damn.
me.
Like some people didn't get it. I got it. I got it. Like I really liked it because I think he did a really good run in 2017 with Untitled Unmastered too. I think that's
Oh
a
yeah,
fantastic album.
yeah, dude. That could be. I can't believe that's like scrapped work from him. That's crazy.
The thing with CeeLo Green on it, the song CeeLo with the CeeLo. I forget what it's because I don't even know the fucking. I think it's like
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
I can't explain. That shit was crazy. Yeah.
I can't
Bro, yeah,
explain.
that shit was.
Them jazz hits, man.
Yeah, that shit was. That shit hit different, bro. When you like, what got you into like underground rap, SoundCloud rap, whatever you want to call it? I just use the term underground rap at this point because like, we've kind of gotten past the. I prefer SoundCloud, but it's like now people all care about Spotify monthly listeners, and it's like now it's back
Yeah,
to just underground rap. But for a while it was SoundCloud rap.
yeah, for sure. I'd say truly the very, very beginning. It had to have been like Icy Twat, that sort of era. This was like 2013, 2014 maybe. And then from there on, it would transition to like I found Puya, Get Buck, and then probably like Sesh after that because I had a homie who was really into Bones, and then around that time we both found out about Suicide Boys, and that was in 2015. And from there it just kind of blossomed. Found Chris Travis, found Xavier Wolf.
Yeah,
I didn't really, yeah, I was into Denzel Curry a lot. I really liked Nostalgia 64. I liked ULT. It was more of like that type of stuff.
Denzel man, definitely. I love the ability to sort of fit in with the system of the music industry and still
Yeah.
maintain a respect in underground circles. I mean, he even
Yeah.
did a song with like Ren the Third, but he's like having hits like
Yeah, dude.
Walking at the
I
same
seen that.
time, and it's like
Yeah, man.
it's
That
mind
same
blowing to
era.
me.
He
Yeah,
still shows love to the underground. I love that.
same can be said for Chris Travis. That's a thing that like I mean, I don't really know much about the Xavier Wolf thing, but after the Xavier Wolf controversy happened, and I kind of always said this, is that Chris Travis has always shown love to the underground. He's always getting like underground people to open for his shows, and he still sticks to like a lot of his roots. He still is able to making more what I say mainstream music, but I'm still a big supporter of Chris Travis, and despite
Yeah.
all the beefs and other people, I fucking love Chris Travis for real.
Yeah. Like despite everything that, some of the names carry. It's all about the music at the end of the day. And then, we're only one person as a listener, so we can listen to whatever the fuck we want and enjoy whatever we want. That's what I love
Yeah.
about underground, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So when did you discover Eric Dingus? Because I know you're a fan of him.
Probably some of his stuff that he did with OVO, like he
Yeah,
did,
low key, Nem put me onto that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
on the 2015 album. If you're reading this, is too late.
What do you do with the I'm leaving. I'm
Yeah, I think it
going.
was now or later or something like that. And then he did another one, um, I think interlude, Party Next Door interlude. I could be wrong.
That album is like pure fucking cloud rap. Like let's just be
Fuck
honest
yeah,
here.
dude.
Like that whole Drake like that shit. Man, if yeah,
It's got some underground feel to the production. It's pretty like I like it. It's like a true mixtape for sure.
even fucking not nothing was the same.
Oh yeah,
Definitely cloud rap vibes on that. And I mean, he was saying some shit back then. I
yeah,
mean,
dude. Like Wu Tang Forever is probably my favorite cut off of Nothing Was the Same, and that has got me. That beat is just always get me thinking.
I love cloud rap's inclusion of pitched down drum loops in the background. That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
things to do when I'm making like a cloud rap song. It's just fucking get into it. Here it is. Let me see it. Eric Dingus. Where is it at? Yep, there we go. Yep, now and forever.
there was
Yeah,
also a cut from the Kamuri mixtape he did with Xavier Wolf called Smoke. I remember hearing that back in the day, and then I heard like parts of it on TikTok or something, and then I revisited it. And I was like, "Oh shit, I remember this." Then I checked out the whole tape, and then I remembered that was, Eric Dingus.
yeah,
I love the production on that one.
man, that's great. I'm checking out his fucking. Yeah, I mean that fucking collaboration. What? No, was it that was just an Xavier tape, right?
Yeah,
The one produced by Eric Dingus. I fucking love that shit. Uh, fucking,
I think
I'm
it was
looking up his
called
Twitter.
Kamuri, or there's a song on there called that.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, here we go. Let's find this. Damn. Okay, he did Tempo, Bloodshed, Cadillac, Diamonds, Black Cloud. There's like, what's it? Killer
Diamonds.
Como? Shut Up and Be Quiet. Is that a. What's the
Oh,
album
that
name?
might be the album name. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, or Damar Shizukani or some shit like that. That's what it's called. Shouts out to him. Oh, he did a song with Peep. That's crazy. Yeah, he's been one of those like tapped in people like Gregor, whatever the fuck, like shit like that. There's a lot of like classic ass fucking like producers that just like really knock
obscure
your socks
producers
off.
from
Yeah,
back in the day.
that still do pretty. Oh, man, a lot of the old Bones producers are really good. Like whoever produced Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I fuck with, or the one with Nasty Matt. Fucking don't. You know what I'm talking about?
Which tape was that on?
I think. Oh, fuck. Let me find this shit. Nasty Matt was fire. Let me find this shit. Dial up from fucking paid programming. I think, yeah. What's your favorite Bones tape? Are you a big Bones fan? Would you say?
Um, I wouldn't say I'm a big Bones fan, but I remember listening to his Teen Witch album or mixtape a lot in junior high, and I like a lot of his newer stuff now. Basket Case is probably one of the most memorable ones. That's the only one I can really think of, but that's pretty recent.
Definitely,
But I
yeah.
really fuck with a Basket Case.
You have this one line in one of your songs, and you say, "I've been down with the clown since 2001." What does that mean?
So I was born in 2001, but ever since I could remember, my dad has always been listening to ICP. and he also listened to Tech Nine, 3 6 Mafia, Brother Lynch Hung, stuff like that. Twista. He's got a pretty good taste for like that type of stuff.
Cool as dad.
Yeah, dude. We were always bumping shit like that. Outcast. It was pretty cool.
Would you say that how did like people in your family influence you to do music at all?
So on my mom's side, her brothers, they're all pretty much musically gifted. They could all play instruments. Um, One of my uncles, he was actually in a band. He was a drummer, and he picked up, I think, bass and guitar as well.
Mm.
But as far as like the music goes, they're also he's a good artist as well. Like he draws pretty good. He did my cover art for Lone. But as far as like the music goes and stuff, I've kind of been pushing the hip hop stuff a little bit more.
Yeah,
But they support me. They like it.
that's nice. That's good. Yeah, it's good to have like a supportive atmosphere, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Um, shit. When did you first like start putting out music? Like what year? And
I'd have to say it was like 2013 is when I first posted my first song.
damn,
Yeah, but and I was probably like 12 going on 13 at that time, and it was just like some fucking around shit.
what
And
type of
I
beats?
it was on Nike's on My Feet by Mac Miller. It was that instrumental. I was messing around with my friend, and then I didn't really. I'd release stuff here and there from that point, and then I didn't really pick it up until 2020 when I graduated high school.
Mm.
That was COVID, so I was locked in. Like I couldn't do nothing but just figure out how to make music on my iPhone, and that's when it pretty much started. That's like the birth of Young Euphoria, and from then on,
Yeah.
I'm making music.
When you're like, I mean, you're talking about how there's nothing to do in Montana. I can't even believe what it must be like to be in Montana while the fucking that shit happened. I bet I was like, yeah, like, ugh,
Dude, it was worse because I was living in North Dakota at that time. Like,
that's
I
the
moved back
sticks.
in with my parents. Yeah, the sticks, bro. Fuck that shit. And it gets cold up there in the winter, so yeah, it was shit.
Our boy, Carson Wentz, I think he's from North Dakota, if I'm
Oh
my
yeah,
beliefs.
we went to the same high school actually. The high school that he graduated from, Century High School. I spent my sophomore year there.
Yeah, even though he was a disappointment, we would not have been able to go to the Super Bowl without him. Like, let's just. He's still, in my opinion, he's still a hero for the Philadelphia Eagles, and of course, Big Dick Nick. Obviously, we put Falls to a higher level of heroism, but what's that like for you guys? Not having a lot of professional teams. Are you more? Is it up there? Is it more like what would you call it? Like college centered, kind of similar to how the South is more college team centered in terms of their sports, or what is that like for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's more focused around college when it comes to like big sports. Because yeah, like you said, we don't have no professional teams, but we got the MSU Bobcats and we got the MSU Grizzlies, Montana State. But other than that, I think a lot of people turn to combat sports as well. Like we got notable names like Sean O'Malley. He's from I think he's from Helena, Montana.
Like MMA
Yeah.
or boxing?
Yeah, he's a UFC bantamweight champion right now, I believe.
That's dope. Yeah,
Sugar Sean. Yeah, but they I got a homie actually he's got a fight coming up in July for MMA.
that's dope. That's fucking
Yeah,
dope.
so
Yeah.
I could see a lot of people making it out for that, but as far as like sports go, I think a lot of people transfer to our schools. Just I don't know how that works, but get a lot of transfers and stuff.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, because they made it to the tournament like once or twice in the past few years. They
That's
got some
dope.
good basketball teams.
Yeah, like that's usually the different atmospheres breed different lifestyles and cultures and entertainment and stuff like that. I mean, I was just checking out this pod like this the Dan Carlin hardcore history on Mongol civilization. It's just like different atmospheres made it possible for those like people to be able to carry 100-pound bows and shoot them on top of a fucking horse. You know what I mean?
God damn. Yeah, dude.
What
Their
part of
environment
history?
shaped them.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. What part of history like do you are you fascinated with?
I'm kind of fascinated with, I'd say, like, how modern America became to be, how fast things really changed, and how 30 years ago was so much different from now, but it's not that long, you know what I mean? Or
Mm.
like maybe like from the 1900s going up is a little bit more broad, I'd say.
No, yeah,
Yeah, how
definitely.
things came to be, like where we're at today, where we're going, where we're gonna end up.
Yeah, I mean, like fucking like 2019. You know, I would have never thought the world would have went how it went, and how I never would have thought that like all these wars would be going on, and this virus. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it's like going through life. It's like you just gotta not let those fucking things that happen that will be seen on the history books. Don't let them define you. That's
Yeah,
not you. That what that virus or some economic turmoil that's going on right now is not you. It's just what's you is how you treat your family, how you treat yourself, how you do self care. What is your form of self care? What do you create? A form of self care
yeah,
for you would probably be music or working out. You know,
yeah.
you know what I
Or
mean.
working. Yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean. And it's like that's what's important about you know. I don't know. That's my thoughts. But I agree. Like, I mean, especially what do you call it? Like the way technology has impacted the world since then. Because I was checking out some documentaries on, interviews with this dude who makes films, and he was talking about like how technology can kind of removes innocence from people sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like the it removes your sensitivity towards certain things.
yeah. I
You
can
know.
see that in our youth coming up being what they consider iPad kids. What are, being like, what are they exposed to compared to what we were back then, and how it's gonna affect them? They're gonna be desensitized to a lot of shit.
Yeah, I was fucking man. Yeah, there's unregulated. How much can you regulate? As a parent, but
Yeah,
definitely though, it's kind of like you shouldn't
that
be
goes back to
giving.
your other point too. Like, there's only so much you can control, so there's only so much that we can worry about, and you don't want to have that looming anxiety about, like you said, economic problems at the world right now, or war about to be started, or what we can and can't do. It's just there's only so much we can control.
Yeah, and it's like what are you gonna take from seeing the desensitization? It's like maybe when you have a children you when you have children you wait a little bit, wait till like probably 12 or 13 to give them a phone or something like that.
And set a good example.
Definitely, that's how that shit fucking. Yeah. What's the scene like near you though? Like around, is there a good music scene in Montana, or like what's going on there?
So from what I've heard in this city, they got some good, local bands that they do shows around here at the venues and stuff. I don't know about rap necessarily. I know that there's some underground or independent artists that come through here for their tours, like Strange Music. They'll have people like King ISO. He'll come through, or Tech Nine. He used to frequent here a lot.
Fuck
For
yeah.
Montana though, I know Ouija Macc. He was just in Bozeman. I opened up for him last year, and
No
that's
shit.
pretty much it. Yeah,
That's dope. You fucking, did you meet him?
you know, I didn't get to meet him. I pulled up a little bit, like, I'd say 5 minutes too late. As I was pulling up, his sprinter was leaving, and I went in, started. I was gonna do sound check, and then I was like, "Yo, is Ouija still here?" And they were like, "He just left. He went to go get some food." I was like, "Bro, fuck."
Damn.
So yeah, we did sound check, and then went on with the show as normal. I got to see him front row. It was pretty dope. Seen
What
Darby O'Trill as well.
was the crowd like? How was it? How was the crowd? What songs you perform? Like, how'd it go?
So I performed. It was a 15-minute set, and it was mixed by DJ Gray Matter. He was our DJ for the 3 show run we did last year as well. But I did songs like Young Thrasher. I did Do or Die. I did Kid Cudi interlude. And the crowd, it was a pretty good crowd, I'd say. Some juggalos pulled up. It was dope. I felt comfortable performing. It was
Yeah,
pretty nice.
you felt the hospitality.
Yeah,
I
for sure. And I was the first one to go on, so I had to set the stage.
yeah, like I would find you would the juggalos I've met have been so just so nice. Every
Yeah.
single they're just so. I would use the word warm.
Yeah, they're
Just
open too, you know what I mean?
yes, exactly.
Like they're
Yeah,
very friendly.
I love that shit. Yeah, definitely. Um, you had some songs with fucking Anthony, the producer. How'd you start working with him? I'm specifically asking because I fucking love his beats. They're so
Dude,
good.
I do want to say I got a tape coming out with him soon. He
Fuck yeah.
basically we worked a deal where I'm gonna use some of his beats and then we're gonna upload them and I'm gonna work on cover art. That's all I can say right now. But I found one of his beats on YouTube and it was a snippet remake, and that ended up becoming Tundra Sound. And I made that with Illusion Luna and 100 Zero. And that
What
was one of the
remake?
first beats. It was a Ramirez snippet remake. I don't even know what song it was. And I don't think it ever got released, but yeah, we used that, and then from then on, I became cool with Anthony.
I
Start using more
did
of
the
his beats.
same thing, but with a different remake for the. He made a beat where he sampled, where he redid a beat that Suicide Boys sampled a Drake song. Um,
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it was actually, I think it was on that If You're Reading This Is Too Late album.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send you the link to that. The song we did
Dude, I
on
know
the
what you're
beat.
talking about. Yeah, I want to hear that.
That shit is fucking lit as fuck. Hold on.
But I do want to say he's one of the best producers that I've come across on YouTube for sure.
Facts.
Shout out Anthony.
He's always putting in work. He has a great catalog. He's very good at like. He's very versatile.
Yeah,
But
he's creative with the sample flips, man. I'm
definitely
sure
true.
some of the melodies he makes himself too, but shout out Anthony.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna send you that shit. Check it out later. But yeah, facts. I just fucking I can't get enough of his beats. They're just yeah. I bet you can't get enough of Honeyberry Backwoods. Is that your favorite flavor?
I'd say so.
Because you have a song called Honeyberry.
Yeah, I like grape too, but honeyberry is like kind of where it started for me.
Yeah, that was my first flavor. Back in when I was 16, I tried it. It was
Just
yeah,
pulling them out of the pack and being like, how the fuck am I gonna roll this? You know what I mean?
yeah. I
And
love
then you
Honeyberry
figure it out.
Backwoods so much that I used to I smoked them straight up. I was
Yeah,
a demon like that.
we do that with swishers back in the day. Get like some crazy ass tropical flavor.
Yeah,
Pretty
man.
rough.
Yeah. I tried that with a game once. It was so bad. It was so chalky. I was like,
Yeah, dude, that's exactly how I describe games. It's like chalky, like a soft type. I don't know,
I
type
didn't know what I was
taste.
getting into. Oh God, it's like you're chewing on a fucking chalkboard pen. Like
Ugh,
you know what I was like ugh, that shit got me
it's
shaking.
unpleasant.
Very unpleasant. What's on the horizon for you though? What's going on? What's coming out soon?
So I've been working a lot, like with my job, but in the time that I'm not working, I've been not really making songs per se. I haven't really been recording any vocals. I've been making a lot of beats, but I got some features coming out soon. I can say one for sure is Crystal Ball Ant. I got
Oh
his
shit!
verse. Yeah, but it's gonna be on a tape coming out. I don't think I'm gonna do a single, but it'll be on the tape.
Shout out to
And
him.
then I
He's amazing.
yeah, and I got some more collabs lined up. I'm gonna be doing projects with Lalo Beats, um,
Mm,
Switchblade 9. I'm gonna try to do some features with him. Um, APOC Crisis. I got a feature coming from him.
nice.
Yeah, I just got some tapes lined up. Just working out a lot of the way that I want the structure of it to go.
Definitely, yeah. Shout out to them. I fucking love APOC. I had him on the show a while ago. He was very hospitable. I love his shit. Yeah. But man, thanks for coming on the show, man. We got a good fucking chat. I can tell you will return.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time. But thank you, man. Stick around after I do the outro, and got any shout outs? Just announce them now, my friend.
Hey, shout out to everybody I've been collabing with lately. Shout out to VHS 99, Blank Stare, Scatterbrain, No Soul, Harry, Who is Jordan, DJ Grey Matter, The Boys, Crooked Click. Shout out to everybody, man.
And links in the description to your content, music, and
Shout out MikeSerpentine.
yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe to Pollute Your Soul. Peace.